Most Canadians believe that housing is a basic human right. And if you can't fulfill that basic human right, you're going to get a lot of things wrong. My name is Waleed Kogali Ali, and I'm a community organizer based in Regent Park and also an advisor to the City of Toronto, specifically serving on the Confronting Anti-Black Racism Advisory Committee. I think governments have a role to play in ensuring that the families, the hardworking families and individuals living in Ontario and across Canada are not displaced from their communities. You know, they contribute to the collective well-being. When we're in the midst of a housing crisis and people are living, 5 people in a 3-bedroom, or, they're underhoused, right? Where do you go?
Can I get this?
No way.
Like I sleep like this. Yeah, we sleep together.
So you guys share this.
Me and
Yeah,
my mom,
what can we do?
So, wow.
Just a her like this.
So you two share this mattress like that.
Like I sleep like this, and then she sleeps like laying down properly.
Wow.
This is how I sleep.
My name is Uleka Hussein.
My name is Reem Saad, and we got evicted of 22 years from Victoria Park in Shepherd.
I thought honestly it was a joke.
I thought, I didn't think they were serious. Because when they knock the door, they're very hard, like they want to break the door. I mean, and we are only 2 women there.
Yeah.
I mean, for them to come that way, even I told them, you guys don't have mothers? I say, you don't have a mom, you don't have a mother? I was even shocked. Even, the surprise, even they didn't allow me to take my medication. They didn't allow me even to take anything. They say we have to leave. Even when I asked them I have to use the bathroom, the sheriff, they say, no, you can't. It was very stressful because they took so much from us. Sheriff, when they came, I never expected they can treat women like that. They did not show, sympathy, or they didn't show respect. They took everything from us, everything.
When you don't have a home, you don't have that peace within. You're struggling, you're frustrated, you want to give up. My name is Phyliss Andrews. I'm from Regent Park, and I've been living in the park for over 30 years. I initially found out that I was being evicted through the mail. I got a letter, and it was very specific. I had, I think, 2 to 3 days to comply. Oh, I was devastated. I had many sleepless nights, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. So that is when I got in touch with Waleed, and he, directed my path through getting me to the right people to give me advice.
In some cases, the reasons why there's an eviction is completely dubious or ridiculous. Charges to damages to the building that sometimes residents are not even aware of. And then the only time they are exposed to the process is sometimes when it's too late, when the sheriff is knocking on your door and is asking you to pack up your belongings and leave the premises within 15 to 20 minutes.
For 22 years, I'm living in that place, in my apartment, and I don't even call it apartment.
Her palace.
I call it my palace. I'm living with my aunt, and it's not that easy. I mean, this is her place, and the thing is, we're just guests here. I mean, she just welcome us. I mean, we really appreciate what she's doing for us. But the thing is, we need our own place.
Family comes number one. If they are evicted or if they were taken out where they are living, I will bring them into my home. I will put them even in the kitchen to sleep.
Yeah.
You not yet, we can make it stop here. My name is Fatima Abdallah. Susie, she's my niece, and Reem, I'm the grand aunt of hers, and they are staying with me for now because they don't have nowhere to go. They are not well, and now they are very stressed out. It's affecting her because of what she's going through. But Metro Housing, it's like they were pushing her away to take her out of that apartment because she's weak, sick, can't do nothing. She doesn't come out of that apartment except when she goes to her appointments of the hospital.
I have a health problem that I have no cure. I have tumor growth all over my body. I'm a blind with one eye. I had 2 stroke. I have almost like major surgery in my spine. And even they did not let me take my medication. And they even, I mean, in the housing, they know I have health problem. They know very well. If I get another stroke, I can't make it. And my daughter too, with the stress and everything, she got a lot. She got some seizures one after the other. In a point, she had to be taken to hospital, and they put her in a coma for almost 4 days. My daughter, she was in coma.
I started to maybe drink a little bit too much after too. So it affected me, like with my health, like I wouldn't sleep too. At times I'll be up till maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then my aunt, she worried about me, she's like, you don't sleep. You need to sleep, because especially when a person has epilepsy, I need to shut down my brain to sleep for a little bit. But with everything that's going on, the stress just took a lot out of me. As my mom said, we had a very bad seizure, to the point they had to induce me into a coma. And when I woke up, I was just in the hospital, but I didn't even know what was going on, how many days has passed by or anything.
Getting that eviction notice, it upsets your whole lifestyle. You're not socializing like you used to, you're not eating properly, you're not sleeping, you don't know who to turn to because it's a shameful situation. Not everybody would be there for you. Next thing, the gossiping would start and the whole neighborhood would know, oh, that one is being evicted.
It was so embarrassing for me, for my age to be removed in my own place. The place I was comfortable place for me. I lost my pets. I have 2 cats, and it was very hard for us. Until now, we're not in a stable place.
Before Waleed got involved, there was a court date, and when you go to court, it's so embarrassing. They try to make you feel like you're purposely doing this, not paying your rent on time. So it was so humiliating, so I kept postponing it.
It's a horrible process. It's a horrible experience for those who have been evicted. Like I said earlier, it's the dehumanizing aspect of it. When individuals are treated in a way that they don't seem to matter in society, where the supports fail them because they don't see them, it leads to tragic consequences. It's the stigma that comes with being evicted. It's a reputation. Imagine living in a community for a decade, if not more. Everyone knows you. People know who you are. And now you're seen as the unwanted.
Nobody helped. Like the people who are supposed to be the alleged tenant reps, like you're supposed to help your community. Like I grew up in that area. Like I used to be in that program. I volunteered in that program. I worked my way up till I became a staff member in that area.
No one should be feeling that they are an afterthought, or they are irrelevant, or they are alone. It means we're failing.
When you're at a certain age, you don't want to be going through all this stuff. You want to live your senior years in peace, not stress. In this community right now, I think if you don't have that person to stand up to them on your behalf, you're nothing. Absolutely nothing. Without Waleed's help, I would have been living on the streets right now as we're speaking.
They're the community gems that folks sometimes forget exist.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's systemic. We need to collect data. We need to collect data from Toronto Community Housing as one of Canada's largest social housing providers as to how many racialized families, but generally, who's being evicted. Let's look at the numbers, let's look at the data, and so that we can address it systemically.
Because I don't know what did I do, and I don't think I deserve to be treated like that. I would love Sheriff to explain to me what did I do for him to, with his crew, to come and take me out of my place.
Within this community, there's a lot of tenants facing eviction as we speak right now. And they need that moral support to continue. The advice I would give someone fighting eviction, first and foremost, not to stress. Find a community worker like Waleed, talk to that person, and let that person direct your path. Don't try to fight it on your own. Get help from a community worker like Waleed, and it will be less stressful.
I did the math recently, and this Toronto Police Services asked for an increase in the budget by $46 million. $46 million will fund a social development plan in all 158 neighborhoods, about $290,000, almost $300,000 each. Imagine what $300,000 could do in Lawrence Heights, in Alexander Park, in Moss Park, in St. Jamestown. Well, my question to everyone watching this is, what are we building housing for? Whom are we building housing for?